The new BMW X5 just had its loud debut. If you're watching this, you've probably already seen it, and you probably already have some thoughts. I have some too, and most of them are not good. Because this car, this expensive, spacious, genuinely impressive piece of engineering, is another chapter in a story I really wish would stop being written: the enshittification of the car. Let's start with the obvious part. Big screens are taking over the dashboard. Not one, a whole ecosystem of them. A massive central touchscreen, a strip running the width of the windshield. And don't worry, the passenger isn't left out either. They get their own dedicated screen now too. BMW followed the herd here. It's like every designer in this industry woke up one day convinced we don't already own a device that can play, check, and control absolutely anything we want. You know, the smartphone, the one already in your pocket, the one you were going to use anyway. So I have to ask, is this what car companies think luxury looks like now? More cheap-feeling LED panels bolted where switches used to be? And here's the thing, even if you're fully on board with the screen-first future, fine, whatever, at least make it work. Because when you put your entire car's functionality behind a touchscreen, that screen has one job: respond instantly, every single time. And these systems don't. You know the scenario. You're driving, you scroll through 3 menus to find the one function you need, you finally tap it, and the animation lags half a second. You tap again. Congratulations, you just hit a completely different button and now you're starting over, at 70 miles an hour. And the research backs up what most drivers already feel in their gut. The overwhelming majority of people do not want physical buttons gone, especially not for the stuff you touch constantly. Volume, temperature. In the new X5, the rotary iDrive controller is gone entirely, and the air vents don't even have manual sliders anymore. Airflow direction now lives inside a menu on the screen. So picture this, you finally get the air blowing exactly where you want it. You switch lanes, the sun angle changes, and suddenly you're freezing on one side of your face. Adjusting that used to take 1 second in a flick of your wrist. Now it's a multi-tap scavenger hunt through a touch interface, while you're supposed to be watching the road. Something that should take 1 second now takes 5 times as long and demands your eyes leave the windshield to do it.
This is being pitched as the family SUV. And on paper, sure, it's spacious, the trunk is decent sized, and it keeps its third row, so the 7-seat family use case is real. But practicality isn't just cubic feet, it's the small stuff. It's the shelf above the glove box, the little cubbies on the door panels, the trays in the center console for exactly the chaos a family road trip generates. Sippy cups, kids' snacks, toys that need to disappear immediately. The book you're 3 pages into and keep trying to sneak in at red lights. I haven't seen confirmation either way on how much of that quick access storage survives in this redesign, so take this part as a prediction, not a verdict. But I'll say this, when a brand redesigns around a giant slab of screen and a minimalist console, those little storage nooks are usually the first casualty. And speaking of things getting quietly cut for the sake of a cleaner design, reports suggest the X5 is also losing its split tailgate this generation. That's a genuinely useful feature, gone, probably to save cost and complexity, which is, weirdly, the whole theme of this video in one sentence. Now, the doors. There are no traditional handles here anymore. BMW moved them onto the B and C pillars as touch-sensitive panels with an optional powered open and close. Here's my question, and it's a very European one. Parking spaces over here are often brutally narrow. So how does a touch-activated door, one that, in its powered version, wants to swing itself open for you, behave when you're wedged between 2 other cars with 6 inches of clearance on either side? I don't have a definitive answer yet, but it's the kind of design decision that looks slick in a spacious American parking lot and gets tested a lot harder on a cramped street in Paris or Amsterdam.
Let's talk about the face. Literally, the front end lighting. Car fronts are increasingly designed to look like faces, usually inspired by something animal. This one goes with an X-shaped light signature. BMW calls it the double X icon. It bundles the low beam, daytime running light, side light, and turn signal into a single shape. And I'm not the only one who looked at it and thought, those are dead cartoon character eyes. The kind you draw as X's when a character's been knocked out in a cartoon. Turns out at least one other reviewer made the exact same joke, so I'm apparently not alone in reading it that way.
Whether it's meant as some kind of nod to an old BMW concept car, as some coverage speculates, or just a coincidence of good branding, I genuinely find them kind of funny. Not offensive, almost self-aware. Like the design team knew exactly what they were doing and decided to have fun with it anyway. Is it a tribute to something? Maybe. Is it, accidentally or not, a symbol of where good design is headed? Here's what I keep circling back to. In modern terms, this car doesn't look bad. It's not ugly. It's not incompetent. It's just, where is car design actually heading? And that direction is what genuinely makes me sad. How much of this is a designer's honest creative vision? And how much of it is a corporate spreadsheet where a big screen is simply cheaper to manufacture, cheaper to certify, and easier to greenlight than a bank of physical switches that all need their own tooling, wiring, and regulatory sign-off? Screens are cheap. Screens are fast to iterate on. Screens look premium in a press photo. That's not a coincidence. That's a business decision wearing a design decision's clothes. Which brings me to my actual, real question, the one this whole video is building toward. Are car companies pushing these clunky, over-engineered touch interfaces on us on purpose? Not because it's better, but to get us used to it, to soften us up for a future where we're not driving at all. Because think about it, if you're not actually driving, none of this friction matters. Fumbling through 3 menus to adjust your seat heating isn't dangerous if the car is doing the driving. Losing a physical volume knob doesn't risk a crash if your attention was never required on the road in the first place. Notably, this X5 already ships with an optional hands-free highway driving mode. So the infrastructure for you don't need to be paying attention is already here, quietly, right now. Maybe the terrible menus aren't a bug, maybe they're a training program. So is this just me being nostalgic about buttons? Or are we genuinely watching cars get quietly worse in the name of innovation, one screen at a time? Let me know what you think, and if you've been planning to buy one, tell me if current car design bugs you. I need to know I'm not alone.